Okay, hey y'all. I want to talk about something that really, hi, welcome to Mayowasworld. I'm trying to decide if I want to keep that intro or not. Like, I feel like I'm outgrowing it. Updates. Your girl got her nails done. She's feeling cute. I'm still doing my Colors of Anne series. I'm working on that. I am having content on my Patreon. I am open to Cash App. I am open to Venmo. I am open to, what's the third? PayPal. So if you want to drop a coin for what I'm saying, drop a coin. But I want to quickly talk about something that was really making me mad. So I'm realizing that during quarantine, you know, we are all living our mask life if you are a responsible human, which I hope we all are. Because I take the whole regulations very carefully. I'm always wearing a mask. I'm always sanitizing 6 feet away. I don't really go anywhere at all, to be completely honest, but I've been wearing my mask. Let me tell you a little story. I got a story time for y'all about getting catcalled with a mask on. So I went to go get me some crab legs, because like if y'all want to ever treat me right, like if you ever want to just like, you know what I'm saying, you want to just, you know what I'm saying, mac on me, you know what I'm saying, make me feel good, get me some crab legs. And I be treating myself to crab legs like whenever I be going through a hard time. I'm like, I need crab legs. So I went to go get crab legs, and the place I went to go get crab legs was really busy that night, or that evening. And I go in there and there's hella people, which I feel like is very irresponsible, because I was just gonna get my crab legs and go. So I go in there and I'm like, okay, there's way too many people. I'm very uncomfortable. I have my mask on. I go and I get in line. While I am in line, tell me why, like I'm waiting, like just literally I'm just like, I don't want to talk to anyone who's like sitting here and chilling, and like I just want to get my crab legs and go. I have my mask on, like, you know, just looking real, just mask, like just looking real focused on the crab legs. Like I'm just looking at the menu, looking at the, you know when you know someone's watching you but you like don't want to like engage. So I was like, nah, like he's not gonna say anything, like we're in a pandemic, you know, like. Okay, waiting for my crab legs. Shorty comes up real close to my face and was like, you know, you look real good, like, oh, you got long legs, like you're real cute. And I really had to take a fucking moment and just and think about the fact that like this man is like catcalling me and saying inappropriate things to me with a mask on during a pandemic while I'm trying to get crab legs, like focused on the fucking crab legs. It didn't have me really thinking, you know. I went outside, I was walking around Atlanta, people are catcalling me. And I'm like, what does this mean that during a pandemic, where also, I told Shorty too, I'm jumping, I told Shorty, and from the crab legs, I was like, bro, you need to back 6 feet the fuck off. The fuck coming up, like I was just like, no, like, that you're way too close. But the fact that even when I said that, you know, you're scared for your safety, you're like, is this person gonna pop off? Like, how is he gonna respond? And he was just like still really aggressive trying to talk to me, and I was acting like I couldn't hear him. And I feel like so much as people, like we have to literally normalize acting like we can't hear people for our own safety, because we are so like, because there's so much going on. There's some people that are constantly trying to get in our space when we're literally not doing anything but thinking about eating crab legs. And I'm walking around Atlanta and I'm getting catcalled, and I was realizing that like, catcalling has nothing to do with what I have on, and everything to do with asserting power and asserting dominance. Because even without having a mask on, I mean, even with having a mask on, and you know, clearly, I don't know who wants to be approached with a mask on. Like, it's because we're supposed to be socially distancing, so I don't even know, you're just, so even with having a mask on, like you still feel like you want to degrade me in this moment. And it kind of goes down into one of two things. Like I think people think that catcalling someone is a compliment, even though a lot of times people are looking, you know, non-men, femmes, women, whatever, all in between, they're looking uncomfortable. But these people continue to be aggressive. And some people say, you know, well, it's not my fault that I can't tell that this person's not like into me. But then that makes me think even deeper, because I'm like, if you can't read me as uncomfortable here, I wonder how you're having sex. Because if you can't see I'm not consenting to you talking about my body, how am I supposed to trust that you would be having consensual sex? Because you clearly aren't, either you aren't reading me, Like you just can't see me grimacing and like moving away and kind of like, or you are reading me and you're enjoying my uncomfortability and you're pursuing it anyway. And I think about this idea that what is it about people wanting to have dominance over bodies that look like mine? You know, like what makes you feel so entitled? What makes you feel like it doesn't matter how old I get? I remember being a kid and seeing my mom get catcalled, as for me as like a 10-year-old or 8-year-old, and you're just like, what does that mean that my own mom is still being disrespected by people who are 20? Why do we have to continue to look at this? And I think, you know, this whole pandemic and wearing a mask has decreased the amount of catcalls I have and the amount of inappropriate people who approach me. But why does it take a pandemic to be respected? And not fully, right? Because I'm still getting catcalled. I'm still having people disrespect my boundaries. And it's sad. Y'all out here are making people uncomfortable in a mask. Can you imagine, like, you're literally like, and you don't even know my relationship to the fucking virus. You over here trying to get my number. You don't know what I have. Like, it's wild. It makes me think about consent a lot, because I feel like since we don't teach consent, since we literally have a society that makes people feel like if you look a certain way, your body is up for grabs from anybody. We do not want to police men who prey on people and catcall people and make people feel uncomfortable. And we would much rather protect these people than have anything in place to protect us. Because people see me getting catcalled with a mask on and no one says anything. And that's the things that get me, is like, what does it mean that as a society we have normalized that, and we have normalized uncertain bodies? Because I'm sure if I didn't look this way, I'm sure if I had more privilege in society, I'm sure my experiences would be a very different thing how people approach me. But as a black woman, as a dark-skinned femme, this is how I navigate space. And I navigate space knowing that I'm never really protected, and that it doesn't matter if we're in a pandemic or if we're not, because my body's up for grabs. And I just want to always remind people that it doesn't matter what you wear, it doesn't matter how you look, it doesn't matter how you come off, it doesn't matter how you smile or you don't smile, how you hide or you don't hide. If someone feels like they're entitled to you, they will always feel like they're entitled to you. And that has nothing to do with you. So live your fucking life. Wear what the fuck you want to wear, and don't police and tone yourself down in fear of what others will say. Even with me, you know, I don't wear a bra and people are like, oh, I don't want to not wear a bra because men are gonna stare. They're gonna stare regardless. People are, if someone's determined to disrespect you, that's one thing I feel like I've learned from having my hair like this. People are determined they want to disrespect you. They're gonna disrespect you regardless of what kind of boundaries you put up, because they don't respect you from the beginning, and the respect is just the fucking minimum. So live your life. Don't censor yourself, and wear a fucking mask, because when you don't, it's mad unattractive. Like, social distance, bro. Like, when I see y'all in congregations without masks, I'm judging the fuck out you, and I'm like, ew. So okay, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. I'm also trying to stop saying choose. Also, if you made it to the end of this video, drop a I'm trying to think what emoji. Drop a heart emoji or a fire emoji, or just say, you that bitch. You know what I'm saying? In a respectful way. So if you made it to the end, say that. But I'm trying to also stop saying choose. I'm like really trying to figure out how I want my intro and outro to be. But until I figure it out, bye.